Hello, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. Today we have an all new project pan update. So before we get into it, I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel before you leave. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy, and let's get into it. All right, so before we get into today's video, I'm very excited to share that today's video is very kindly sponsored by Ana Luisa. So I've been working with them for the past almost 2 years at this point, and I absolutely love their brand. I love wearing their pieces. I almost exclusively wear Ana Luisa because they are such high quality pieces. Their pieces do start at about $39 and are backed by a 2-year warranty. I've been wearing their pieces for nearly 2 years and I have never had an issue with any of them. They never break, they never tarnish, they never do any of that. And like I mentioned, I do leave my earrings in way too long. I am so lazy with earrings. I tend to put in a pair and I will wear them for days. So I sleep, I shower, I work out, I do everything, and they never ever bother my ears if I'm wearing a cheap pair of earrings. I usually know that by day 2. And one thing I've been really excited about lately is that they have been adding in a lot more silver pieces. So a lot of their pieces are currently available in both gold and silver to suit your preference. I know gold is super trendy right now. I still really enjoy silver jewelry. I think it's beautiful and it matches my wedding rings better. So I do love to get into my silver pieces again sometimes. So I am currently wearing the Elise Huggy hoops, which are just a really pretty elevated teardrop hoop. I think they're so pretty because they are huggies. They never ever fall out of my ears or come undone. And I just think they're such a pretty elevated piece. And they're so elegant. I do have these in gold as well because I like them so much. I'm also wearing the pendant pebble necklace, which is a newer piece on their website. I just love this. It is just like a silver little pebble. I just think it's really pretty. And I'm also wearing the Celine ring, which is just like a really pretty band with little diamonds all around it. I think it's so pretty. All of these pieces do come in gold as well, but I was just really excited to play with some more silver in my everyday. But for the month of November, they are running a sale where you can save up to 30%. So if you buy 2 pieces, you can save 20%, 3 pieces saves you 25%, and 4 pieces saves you 30%. If you would like to shop the sale, I will leave my link at the very top of the description box below. And I want to say another huge thank you to Ana Luisa for working with me on today's video. Let's get into the project pan update. Okay, so I do have some exciting updates and some really not so exciting updates. So the first product I want to mention is my Patrick Ta Cream Contour and Powder Bronzer Duo. So this one I used maybe 3 times this month. I definitely didn't reach for it as often as I should have. Honestly, I just had a really crazy busy month work-wise. So when I did do my makeup, I was just trying to be super quick about it, so I was just grabbing a quick powder bronzer and calling it a day. So for that reason, I unfortunately did not reach for this as much as I would have thought. I do still see a little bit of progress in the photos. I don't know if it's as obvious, but to me, I can see it for sure. I'm still optimistic that I can hit pan in this before the end of the year. Again, we are only working on that cream contour, but I do think that I could do it. If I stay consistent over the next 2 months, I definitely think I could do it, but not a very exciting update there. Next is my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. So we definitely have some progress on this one. It looks like it's getting down there. There's still a ton of product, of course, but it looks like it's getting down there. I did kind of neglect this one a little bit this month. I rediscovered my Kosas powder that I love so much. I also love this. The 2 of them, I can't decide which one I like more, but I did kind of forget about this one for a little bit while I was playing with my Kosas again. I do still really love this powder. I don't honestly know how many uses I got out of this, but I still did get quite a bit. I'm really happy with the progress I've made on this since I added it to the project. Again, I'm not really expecting to use this up by the end of the year, but I am expecting to just have a lot more progress on it because it is getting really low. And this is one that once it's empty, you can buy refills. So I will just probably set aside the packaging and purchase the refill at a later date. but I'm happy with the progress on this one. A product that I definitely used a lot, but that didn't see a lot of progress is my Winky Lux Unibrow Universal Brow Pencil. So this one I used every single time I did my makeup, as always. I would say I wore makeup at least 10 or 15 days in the month of October. So there should be a lot more use out of this. But this is where we're at right now. Like I mentioned, when I first put this in, I really didn't want to have a brow pencil in because I feel like when I was initially having brow pencils in my project, I was just going through them so quickly. Whereas I stopped adding in brow pencils, I started focusing on this one, and this is the Never Ending Brow Pencil. And I do really like this because it is, you know, it is a larger tip. It's got that kind of triangular end there. So it's really good if you like to really just fill in your brows. You don't care about getting those hair-like strokes. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I have okay brows to begin with. I just like to fill them in for a little bit more thickness and density. So I don't mind that I can't get those hair-like strokes. And I like this one because it almost looks a little bit like a brow powder when you use it. So it ends up looking quite a bit more natural. The only brow product I have purchased, I want to say even this year, is the LYS Brow Gel, and it is now a holy grail. I love it so much. I just really don't spend a lot of money on brow products. A product I should have mentioned at the beginning is one that I've had absolutely no progress on. This is my MAC lipstick in the shade Modesty. So this one, I want to say I used 3 times this month. So that's my own fault. I just kind of got bored. I was playing with a few other things and just enjoying other products in my collection, so I really haven't seen much progress. I no longer think I can use this up this year. I'm happy that we're so much closer than we were at the beginning of the project, but I definitely don't think I'll be able to finish this up this year. I think it's still really pretty. I'll keep working on it, absolutely, but I don't think I'm going to be finishing this. Let's talk about the 2 empties that we have. So the first one is my Natasha Denona I Need a Nude lip liner in the shade Natasha. So as you can see, this got pretty small. So by the time this got to this size, I went to use it and the whole thing fell out onto the floor. So there really wasn't much left, but even if I were able to sharpen it down, I really just don't have enough. So this one, I'm calling it empty. It's done. I'm really excited that I have a lip liner empty. This is one where the progress was so slow all year long, and then all of a sudden, I think August or September, it just plummeted. And then, of course, now we have an empty, so I'm really happy with that. I do love this pencil. I already have a backup, so I have repurchased it. Again, it's just a perfect nude, and I did just purchase the Natasha Denona My Dream lip gloss in the shade Natasha, which matches this, so I am excited to play with this shade with that gloss, but otherwise I love this and I already have a backup. So that's empty number 1. Empty number 2 is my NARS Light Reflecting Foundation. So if you saw my Sephora haul, you already knew this was coming because I repurchased it. So this is my all-time favorite Holy Grail foundation. Love this so much. I love the way this makes my skin look. I love the way it looks so natural on the skin while also giving a beautiful medium coverage. And again, it just gives the perfect amount of luminosity. It's not too much. It's not too matte. It's just absolutely perfect. I've been asked what foundation I'm wearing when I wear this because it's so good. The only thing I don't like is the pump, because the pump is actually really terrible. I eventually had to just stop using the pump altogether and just start pouring it out of the bottle. However, this foundation is 100% worth it. I love it so much. If I could only use one foundation for the rest of my life, it would absolutely be this one. Okay, let's talk about what I'm adding in. So I am going to add in 2 products for the end of the year. So you're seeing this update at the beginning of November, and I'm currently thinking in my mind whether I want to do an update at the beginning of December or if I want to just save it for the finale at the end of December. So let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you would prefer to see an update at the beginning of December in addition to the finale at the end, or if you think this should be the last update and I'll just let you know what's going on at the finale at the end of December. Let me know what you guys prefer, and I will defer to you. Let's talk about the 2 products I am putting in. So to replace my lip liner, I'm actually going to put in my Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in the shade Pillow Talk. I noticed when I used up my Natasha Denona liner that I was constantly reaching for this one. So I thought, well, that's going to be an easy empty. Let's throw this in. So this one, it's not super tiny yet, but it's definitely getting a little short and getting a little bit lost in my lip liner cup. So I thought this would be the perfect one to put in. I love it. I would totally repurchase this one when it's done, but let's see if I can use it up. The next product is one that is interesting because I do not like to hate pan products, but this one I just want to. This is the Patrick Ta Cream Foundation and Finishing Powder Duo. So I've got 2 Patrick Ta duos in here now. I don't like this foundation. As much as I don't like the foundation, I really hate the powder. I'm not even bothering with the powder, but I do want to try to hit pan on the foundation. So this is one that is very convenient. I really like the format. Again, I like that the cream is in this format. It's just very convenient, very easy to work with. I like that. What I don't like is I find that this foundation is just very heavy and it stays very kind of tacky feeling on the skin all day. Doesn't work well with a lot of my other products, but it was really expensive. So I do want to try to use this up. This is one that I should have returned when I first got it and realized I didn't like it. I did a full review. I realized that I didn't like it, but I kept thinking that maybe I was the problem. So I kept trying and trying and trying. And then I missed the return window. But I know that I don't like this, but I can deal with it. Adding the powder on top makes everything 10 times worse. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to use this with some of my favorite powders. I'll try to be sparing about it so that maybe I'm not using too much. And then hopefully I can hit pan on it and feel a little better. It's just that this was really expensive for something that I never ever use. But I have tried to use it a few times in the last month because I thought maybe I would add this into the project, and I was able to deal with it. This is good for those days when I want a little bit of makeup. I have a Zoom meeting. I want a little bit of makeup, so I want to look pulled together, but nobody's going to be right up in my face seeing how bad it actually is. So I think this will be a great addition for that. But again, let me know if you actually want an update at the beginning of December. I definitely will if you want to see that, but otherwise I might just wait for the finale at the end. And that's where I'll be sharing my final update, as well as letting you know if I hit my goal to use up 23 products in 2023. Once again, don't forget to click my link in the description box if you'd like to purchase anything from Ana Luisa. I want to thank them again for partnering with me on today's video, and thank you so much to you guys for watching as always and supporting my channel. If you're new here, I hope you'll consider subscribing before you go. I do upload at least 3 new videos every single week. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!